Hello and welcome to Antique Needleworkers. My name is Shellie and this is my channel about cross stitch and all my crafty endeavors, and I'm so glad you've joined me here today. If this is your first time here, thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you find something that will inspire you and encourage you in your crafting journey. And if you're a return subscriber, I thank you so much for returning time and time again. Well, hello, my sweet friends. How are you? I have been on a whirlwind. I've been to the state of Florida and back and celebrated Thanksgiving and done all the things. And so I'm here to share with you about all the things I've done since I saw you last time. It has been busy. We drove 1,000 miles there and 1,000 miles back to Florida. And if you are on Instagram and Facebook, you'll see that we bought a second home. And so it was a real whirlwind of 2 weeks while we were down there. We looked at almost 30 houses. My son's a real estate agent, so he got everything all put together for us, and we had them stacked back to back to back. We had ones that were our favorite, and some that, you know, we had never seen before. We've been kind of preparing to do this for about a year, and so we've looked. But anyway, it was a lot of fun, and now we have a second home in Largo, Florida, which is 15 minutes away from Clearwater, Florida. It's really close to St. Pete, but as the crow flies, closer to Clearwater. And we bought a beautiful house on a water canal, and I'm excited to go fishing with my grandboys and my sons and daughters, and just having a great time. It'll be a great place to be this time of the year, except for I'm not there right now. I did get a couple people ask me on Facebook and Instagram, why are you back home? Well, listen, I don't know. It was 80 degrees when we were there, and we came home to 19 degrees. I don't think that adds up in the comfort department, but anyway, so we did that. For all of you who've been praying for my mom, thank you so much. She is at her house, and she does have nurses and that come in, and occupational therapy and physical therapy, but she is at home, and so I am so thankful for that. So thank you for praying for her. What else did I do? Oh, while I was in Florida, when I'm in that part of the world, I would go to the Crafty Framer, which is a cross stitch shop, which is 11 minutes from the new driveway. So excited. So I went to the Crafty Framer while I was there, and you know, it's that thing that you tell yourself, oh, well, this is my new LNS when I'm at the Florida house. So it kind of added a new pep in my step when I walked through the door. Got to talk to the owner. I had said hello to her before when I had visited before, when we had vacationed in the area, but come to find out, she and her husband are best friends with Paula, and sorry about that. I had a blip. Camera stopped. With Paula and Carlton, who own Craft Gallery in Findlay, Ohio by me. And so that was so exciting. Paula, I had posted on Facebook, and Paula said, oh my gosh, you just visited my best friends. You should have told them that you knew me. So I didn't know, but now I do. So anyway, two sets of very great people. So anyway, I'm so thrilled to partake of my new LNS. They have something going all the time. They even had a printed list of the days that things were going on, and they have an event that they invited me to that will be happening in January. I don't know if I'll be back or not, but if I am, I'm really excited and I will go. So that was exciting. So if you're ever in the St. Pete, Clearwater, Largo area, Tampa, the Crafty Framer is the place for you. There is a cross stitch shop, and they're very sweet there. There were tables full of people that were stitching the day that I went in, and over the table, there was a sign, and I posted it on the social media, but it said, "What happens here shows up on Facebook." So of course I took a picture of it because I thought, oh, that needs to definitely go on Facebook. So anyway, so I did that, and we had a beautiful Thanksgiving. My son and my daughter-in-law and my one grandchild were with us, and we made reservations. The local public beach on Anna Maria Island, they did where you could make a reservation, and they had a full Thanksgiving buffet, and you could either make a reservation and pick it up and leave, or you could go to the buffet. And so we sat on the beach and had Thanksgiving, and it was so much fun. I did miss my family. My sister-in-law Tracy, she always cooks Thanksgiving. We'll take a piece of, you know, a side dish or something, but her and her husband do all the brunt work for Thanksgiving. But I must say that just walking in and having a totally delicious meal that no one in your family had to slave over was amazing. And we sat in our shorts and flip-flops on the beach and had our Thanksgiving dinner, and that was really, really fun. So anyway, but yeah, so those are a few of the things that I've been doing. Before I left, we had our general meeting for the Queen City Sampler Guild, and there were some new officers that were elected on the board, and I think they're going to do a great job. Really excited for them, and we're all really just a close-knit group of people that I think we're going to work together really, really well. So very excited about that. Got a new president, Connie Hockman, who's a real sweet friend of mine. And I'm just so excited for her. Our new secretary is Vicki Kuhn, and I'm excited. She's wonderful. And Vicki right now is in Germany with her family going to the Christmas markets. I'm so jealous, Vicki. So anyway, that is on the bucket list. So we had our General Assembly, and we're getting ready to have our Christmas party. So coming up next Saturday. So I'm pretty excited about that. If you had ever considered joining a guild, it is the time of year for our guild where you can join. Well, you can join any time of the year, but its new membership is happening right now. And so if you were ever interested in joining a guild, do hop on to, whether it doesn't matter whether you're local or not. Like, as I'm filming right now, this evening is our Zoom stitch. It's the first Wednesday of the month and the third Thursday of the month. And so twice a month we have virtual stitch-ins, and there are people from all over the place who are members of our guild that jump on there. There's a vibrant Facebook group, and we have some absolutely amazing things that we're going to be doing this year. Some are by Zoom and some are in person, and we're doing a great stitch along. I'm so excited about the stitch along. There's a stitch along coming up, and the pattern is from my sweet friend Sylvia, Running with Needles and Scissors. She did a class for the guild back in August, and everyone had decided that they were going to join Ellen Chester, and it became a thing. And you can join the Facebook group Queen City Sampler Guild and see all about it. You have to be a member. It is a member. You can always stitch along, but to get the email and things like that for the stitch along, you have to be a member. But we're all going to be stitching along, doing Sylvia's beautiful piece. I'm really excited about that. And I have some things. I got a stack of things here that I'm going to show you that I got there when I show you my haul. That was wonderful. But again, if you've considered joining a guild, education is fantastic. Camaraderie of stitchers is amazing. And I invite you to join the Queen City Sampler Guild. Always in my description box is ways to get to the website. So do hop on there. We actually just added where you can join by PayPal instead of having to send a check. We've always had that. That you had to pay by check, but now we have included that in our brand new website. Kim Store's been building it, and I'm really excited about it. she's done a fantastic, wonderful job as our webmaster, and she is building right now our new website. So, but anyway, I invite you to join us. So it's a wonderful group of people. We, all are interested in this craft that we love, and we love to be educated and to encourage one another. So I encourage you, hop on and join us. So anyway, those are the things that I've been doing. And outside of those things, of course, I am still preparing for Nashville Needlework Market. I finished actually today my last project that will go. I had promised and told you back when I released my first release, The Law of Kindness, I had done a needle card, and I told you back in the past how much I absolutely love needle cards, and they're such a quick little stitch, and you can do them on I've created them to be done on perforated paper. But as I got to thinking about it, as I was preparing to get on here and film, I thought, oh my gosh, you could do a little miniature needle book with them. They could be the front of the needle book. So but anyway, saying all that, one of my designs, and this is the only secret I'm going to give you until I do my sneak peeks right before market, that I did do a book of 10 needle cards. And so I'm so excited about them. They're such fun little gifts. And so, yeah, I wrapped that up this morning. And later on in the video, I'm going to show you that today I have a new release. And it will be my last release of 2024. And while I'm talking about that right here, I just want to say to each and every one of you, I cannot thank you enough for how you have embraced my designs and how you have supported me individually. You've supported my small business, and you have encouraged me along, and just surely made a girl feel good about her hard work. Thank you so much. I appreciate you always, but especially when you have straightened my crown and lifted me up to feel encouraged in the work that I'm doing. And so I will be showing you that later on in the video. So, okay, so we're all up to par with what I've been doing. I hear little voices. I've got grandkids that have come in. Give me just a second. Okay, my sweet little grandkids came in the kitchen of the mill here. And anyway, those are the sweetest little voices to hear in the world. They can come back and visit in a little bit, but yeah, so sorry about that. Okay, so where was I? Okay, so I caught you up to par with what I'm doing. Let's look at some stitching. Now, I will say I did a little bit, how should I say this? I did a whole lot of little things and not a whole lot of big things, because I actually took my computer with me to work on designs while I was gone. And so with all the running, but you understand. So anyway, but you'll be glad to see whatever I've got to show you. So I'll begin to show you now. Okay, I worked on Rocking Horse Holiday by Artful Offerings. I love this pattern. I'm stitching this with the called for colors on 36 count, picture this plus ale. I'm stitching it one thread over 2 linen threads, and this is where I'm at. What I did, well, since I saw you last, is if you see the bow in the center right here, this right here, I brought the border all the way over and put in those 5 letters. Not a whole lot, but I stole as many minutes as I could to work on things as I was running around since I saw you last. So it's coming along. I got the border to its stopping point, and now I'll work upwards. And but I wanted to try to lay in the alphabet there. Let me show you the pattern again. There's well, the glare. I'm so sorry. Okay. there's an alphabet here, and then there's a second border that goes along there. So what I wanted to do is lay in the letters and then put the second border across. Then I'll work my other way up the other side. The one thing I did, well, I don't have my thread here with me. Let me see what the called for was. I am using the called for thread, but I realized that my red was not the same. It called for rhubarb, and I am using Classic Colorworks Ribbon Red. I must not have had rhubarb when I was kitting it up. So I think it looks just fine. I kitted it up so long ago that I didn't realize that when I started stitching it. When I was stitching it, I just happened to have the pattern sitting there. So that is the only thing that's different. So, and it did call for, ale from Picture This Plus in a 36 count. So I'm even using the called for linen. So that's one thing that I worked on. And then I worked on, and I had, laugh now because I say worked on, but I use that term very loosely. 1899 alphabets adapted from a Czech sampler by Needlework Press. This is so pretty. I saw this in person when I was at Hobby House. Now, I showed you this the last time, and what I worked on is I had half of the bee done. I had everything done that you see, except for, I did bring the border over a little bit. I'm thinking I finished the thread, so maybe 10 stitches. But the bee, the top of the bee was done. I finished the bottom of the bee. That's all I did on that. So I would pick up things and put them down. So, but I did put stitches in that. I think it's comical, but I am showing you what I did. I'm using banding that I bought at Hobby House in lieu of linen that it was called for. I chose my own colors. I took the DMC colors and went over to the wall and I matched them up. And I chose some overdyes, and of course they're Gentle Arts. It's always Gentle Arts. Green Pastures, and that is by the Simply Shaker Gentle Arts. Harvest Basket, and Buckeye Scarlet. So I just matched the DMC colors that they had showed to those, and did that because I wanted to have some variegation. So I did that. So anyway, I finished a bee and maybe put 10 stitches in the border. Okay, here's another one that's going to make you laugh because it's just as small. Okay, so this is the Prairie Schooler, and it's Santa 2002. Christy, finally a farm girl, gave me this pattern. He's my all-time favorite, for the rest of my life, favorite Santa from the Prairie Schooler. Okay, so it kind of looks about the same. What I finished I was at the collar. I finished his arm. I'm stitching this two stitching threads over one linen thread. This is 18 count Khaki Putty Davos, and it was the called for, but this is my favorite. So I got a couple stitches in. I mean, I got more than a couple stitches, and that arm going across is about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so there's about 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, maybe 130 stitches. So I got 130 stitches in. Can you believe that's how much an arm is? But I did do a little bit on my Santa. Okay. And then while I was down at the Crafty Framer, this was a purchase, so this is a piece of haul. But I bought one of these Praiseworthy Stitches Petite Quaker Drum Kit. This is the 2024 one. And it makes this little drum. And I love them because you get it. This is all folded up, but you get the linen everything with this, the thread, the linen, the thread, the finishing items, and the instructions. So I absolutely love that. So, so the linen, they give you instructions how to, and they say that they tea dyed their linen. So I took the linen and I had some tea bags, and so while in Florida, I sat and tea dyed it, and I finished the top of the drum. I mean, look how little that drum's gonna be. I love it. So I finished the drum, the top of the drum. And then this is the beginning. This is the one side. I just wanted to get it laid in there to where my starting point was for the body of the drum. I'm sorry about the hanging threads, but it is what it is. They're there. And there's even a needle connected to that. So, but anyway, I started that. I have no idea what the linen is. It came with the kit, but it was very enjoyable and very easy. I think it's a 36 count if I read right. So I worked on that. I did finish the top of that drum. So I got that done. And then the last thing, this, and I just think this is one of my favorite. I love everything that Needlework Press does. Vicki, Jeanette and Megan are fantastic. I think that this piece is so different, and I've never seen one like it. It's not that it's laden with motifs and all of this craziness, but it's the 6 red alphabets. When I pull out my linen, and you see how wide it is. Now, of course, I've buffered in there to have a little extra for framing because I am going to frame this. This will fit across the whole top of a casement of windows. And so I'm using Schoolhouse Red by Gentle Arts to do mine. And I'm stitching it on 36 count, One More Reproduction by Be Stitch Me. And let me see, let me make sure you got to see that. It's just absolutely long, long, long and thin. And so I'm pretty close to being done with page 1. There's just a few more letters. Oops, I'm caught on the page. There's just a few more letters that sit beneath. There's 3 letters that sit beneath this, and then 2 large letters that sit there. And that'll be page 1. And that'll will be the width of it till the very, very end. Yeah, that's the width of it even at the very end. I was gonna say, I was thinking it dropped down, but it doesn't. That's the other band from Vicki that I'm doing. But anyway, so there's gonna be, like I said, 3 more big letters like this right here, and then 2 big letters underneath of it, and that will be the height of the whole thing. But let me show you what this blanket looks like. I can't even get it all in the frame. Oh, there we go. So, and I have buffered in for the framing, but I just think this is so unique and different because it's so long and so narrow. And you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of when I was a little girl in primary school and the alphabet. Do you remember how they had the alphabet? They would have, ours had one in cursive and one in just regular writing, and it was over the chalkboard, and this so reminds me of that. And I don't know, I just love this piece because I just don't think you're going to see one like this again. It's so very, very unique, and of course leave it to Vicki Jeanette to find it. So anyway, I love that 3rd alphabet. Is it not awesome? And so anyway, I worked on that. And so, like I said, 5 more letters and I'm done with page number 1. I'll be moving on to page number 2. 1 thread of Schoolhouse Red over 2 linen threads, and 1 more reproduction 36 count. And so that is what I worked on. So, yeah, running. I worked on, like I said, a little bit of a lot of things and just didn't get a whole lot done. Like I said, working on Market. But so anyway, those are the things that I stitched. But I do have, oh, wait, I have one more thing. I had a new start this morning. I have it sitting right here. I literally started this morning and I left it on my little hoop. I'm going to the Jingle Ball and I'm taking Stacy Nash's class, the Gingerbread House Sewing Book. That's the front and that'll be the back, and this is what the inside looks like. I think you can still get the pattern. You can't get the kits, but I think you can still get the pattern and join the class. So check into that for the Jingle Ball. And that's, like I said, this is Stacy Nash. And I'm using the called for fabric. I bought my kit from Blackberry Primitives to do the inside, and it's this shortbread linen and this hand-dyed wool. But I did have to get my fabric to stitch the front and the back, and it called for Needle Bling Designs Ween Beans. Stacy had said on here that she used 36 count linen, and it said Needle Bling Linen Ween Beans, either 32 count or 36 count. I chose 36 count. And so I'm using the called for threads, but I am making a change. So it calls for the color linen, and I did not have that. I have it. It's in one of those project bags somewhere. But anyway, so I replaced that with grits. The other color, I'm not sure if I'm going to change it, but first of all, let me just pick up my little hoop, and I got the right-hand side of the roof in this morning. I dropped those stitches in this morning. So anyway, I just got the roof line in, so I'll be working on this later on this evening when I'm sitting with Mr. Fry. But stitching it one thread over 2 linen threads. Now, here is the grits, and I think it's a perfect exchange for the linen. You can see, I think it's just fine. No problem there. Where I think that I'm going to make a change, the mice and the table and the hearth here. Stacy used caper, and caper is a darker Weeks Dye Works color, but it can come off as a brown, but it's really a green. It's a brownish green. But you know, I went in and got on my color ring, and I actually pulled Grapevine, which truly is a brown. And since it's for the hearth and for the mice and for the table, I'm going to show you them close together. You can see how the caper has that very brown cast to it, right? But I think I want mine truly to be brown. But Stacy's masterful, so I'm going to drop in a few stitches of the caper and then put a couple stitches of the grapevine next to it and see what I think about it. So, but I think my choice is going to be the grapevine, but we shall see. I'm not writing that in stone yet. So that was something else that I started. Pardon me. So yeah, I did that this morning. Okay, so what do I have sitting in front of me as far as haul? Well, when I went to the General Assembly meeting for our Queen City Sampler Guild, there was a freebie box. And in the freebie box, I grabbed, look at this stack. Oh my goodness. This is Sampler and Antique Needlework magazine. These are old issues. Oh my goodness, and these are filled with goodness, and am I going to show you some of that goodness in a minute. But so just someone's collection of their subscription to the magazine. And of course, I stuck a handful of these in my go bag when I left, and I'm going to make sure I show you the front. Sampler and Antique Needlework Quarterly is this particular magazine. Get a good look at what this looks like. I don't know. Hold on, there's a little sticker on here. Okay, volume 16, number 2. Well, hold on. Let me put my glasses on. At the bottom, it says number 59, volume 16, number 2. Can you see that? It's important because I'm going to show you something in a minute. Okay, this is summer 2010. I'm just giving you an opportunity to see it. When I was flipping through this, one of the cool things was there was this amazing article, and it was about cows. Outstanding in the field of historic needlework, and it was by Vicki Jeanette. I was so excited, and there's a whole article that spans 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 pages, and it's just wonderful. She is so amazing. I love her. But what's included in those 12 pages is Isabella Johnstone. Now, I have this in my collection. I have her pattern. But I love that it was in this magazine. And if you subscribed or bought it, you could get that pattern for free. And so anyway, but I just loved the article, and it was just so neat. So 2010, and it sampler and antique needlework. I just thought it was cool, and just the article was just great, just fantastic. So many beautiful pictures of things, and she was just very detailed. So don't pass up if there's these on the freebie table when you're at a retreat, or if you're at your guild or something. These things are chock full of wonderfulness. Now, that was awesome. I got so giddy because 2 of them that I brought with me, this is volume 14, Samplers and Antique Needlework. This is what it looks like, and it's the quarterly, volume 14. And take a good look at this, because you're going to want to find one of these. Because all on about page 34 is a Mary Cox set. And the pattern's in here. Can you believe that? Everything to do this box, all except for this one thing right here, everything is on the next page, and it's a Mary Cox. You need to get this magazine. I need to find volume. Oh, I just knocked something off the table. Oops, I got overly excited. But anyway, I need to find volume 15, because the piece that's not in this one, this piece right here, it's in the next volume. But you get the pattern to do the interior of the box, the pocket, and this pin pillow. Well, it's a pin card, and you put the needles in the side. Mary Cox in the magazine. You got to find it. So anyway, this was a free treasure, worth its weight in gold, and I got it for free at Guild. So anyhow, that was something that I got that I was very excited about. Hold on just one second. Let me grab what I just dropped something very delicate on the floor, and I'll just show it to you. I had showed you when I got home from Hobby House that I had bought their mother of pearl needle minder. I love antique needle minders. Antique thread winders, and any antique thread thing, thread minder, thread holders, and of course they had the needle minder, and it was beautiful, custom done in mother of pearl. Well, Sassy Jack's had 2 exclusive mother of pearl pieces, and I purchased them. I love this. This is a thread holder, and you can hold 2, 4, 6 different threads in it. But look, it's a thistle. Isn't that beautiful? And you can get this at Sassy Jack's. So I ordered it, and it came really quick. As well, look at this thread winder. So beautiful and so detailed. I want you to see the detail of all that. Isn't that beautiful? So I bought that from Sassy Jack's. And I love Kimberly. She sent little sampler sticker to go, a Bristol to go in my book. And then my friend Lisa, Lady Huzzah Presents, she messaged me and she said, Shellie, I'm down at Salty Yarns. They've got some mother of pearl things as well down here. And so she sent me some pictures, and then I called in and I ordered them, and they're beautiful. And this is, it says Salty Yarns on it. I don't know if I'll be, well, you can kind of pick up on that. There we go. And that's a mother of pearl thread holder. Isn't that beautiful? And then I want to put them back in their boxes until I put them with my collection. And then I got the needle minder. Got a little magnet on the back. That's going to my collection. I don't think I'm going to put it on anything. And then this absolutely stunning, I'm going to try to get the detail of it. Isn't this beautiful, this thread winder? So absolutely beautiful. Oh, maybe, there you go. You can see pretty good there. So I got those. Aren't they? They're just works of art. I love them so much. So, so pretty. And so the last three came from Salty Yarns. You can call them and I'm sure they'll take care of you. And Sassy Jack's has theirs, the first two, on their website. So if you are a collector of all things, you know, like me, if it's a hoop or something to do with our craft, I want all the tools. So anyway, I can't pass that up. So beautiful. So you can call Salty Yarns or look onto Sassy Jack's. And then I happened to be on Instagram and I saw the making of these really neat needle books. And I went and found the shop. It's called Evoke Supply Company. And this is the address right there, evokesupplycompany.com. And they hand make things. They have hand stamped all of this onto here. But what I saw when I was on Instagram was they were hand stamping fabric, and this was one of them. They hand stamped all the fabric that that is on here. Is that not neat? And I thought, oh, I want that. And in here, in the pages, it's got the wool pages. And you can put your embroidery needles, which are different than your tapestry needles. And then you've got a little place to hang maybe your scissors and a little pocket and more thread. But I just thought this was just so, so neat how they had stamped that fabric. So I got that. Evoke Company. Again, I'll show you there. That's where you can find them. And it came very, very quickly. And as well, while I was on there, I saw that they had some thread winders, and I thought they were really neat. So they're little wooden thread winders. You can wind it on, and then they have the slit where you can hook your thread down there so it doesn't come unwound. And so I got that little set. Thought that was so, so cute. Bought that while I was zooming around there. And then another thing, my Sew Sampler box came from the Fat Quarter Shop. Let's open it up and I'll show you what's inside. It's Winter Blooms. And this month, well, this was November. This was the November box because it comes at the end of November. You got some magic heat pins. I actually love these pins. I have a flat version that I really, really like too. You can iron right over them. A pair of snips. A fabric bundle. There's always a fabric bundle or roll. It's the best deal ever. And then This is so neat. It's an all-in-one Quilter's Reference Tools book. Isn't that neat? I'll put a link to some of these things in down in the description box. And then the quilt pattern this month is Perennials quilt pattern by the Fat Quarter Shop to go with the bundle. And this is the pattern that came. Is this the best money ever? I mean, it's 20, 30 bucks. I mean, it's the best ever. And then the Peaceful Baskets year-long quilt-along. This is block number 8. I am 4 blocks behind. I'm just being honest. Busy time of the year. And but I'll catch up. I'll take a day and do all 4 blocks in one day. But this, oops, I don't want to show all that. But this is block number 8. So that is what came in my Sew Sampler box from Fat Quarter Shop. And I love that. I will always be a member of that. And then when I was on eBay, I've been studying Berlin woolwork. I've bought some books, some vintage books and antique books, but I've been picking up some, trying to pick up the original designs. They were painted, and I found 2 of them that I bought. That's one, and I bought these off of eBay, but look at these. This is how the Berlin woolwork patterns would come. And so I just thought they were really neat. This is the Windsor Whatnot. Whatnot, I don't know whatnot, but yeah, I could see things that you could do with that and stitch. That would be really neat. But so I just, anything antique, but I've been reading books on Berlin woolwork and all of, the story behind it and all that. And so in the course of that, I've been looking at patterns and things on eBay, and I bought those too. And then when I was over at the Crafty Framer, I picked up a few patterns. When I checked out, she gave me this free little pattern because it was Thanksgiving week. So thanks. That was a freebie. And then I did not have this. My friend JBW, Miss Judy Whitman, the Petite Cottages. I didn't have this design. And I love Judy. She is so precious, and her designs are just so sweet. I actually purchased this because the colors caught my eye, and I thought this would be neat if I stitched these and put them somewhere in the new house because it's so close to the beach. Don't you think I could? Don't those colors look beachy to you? So I thought maybe I'll do the 3 little houses and maybe sit them on a shelf someplace. I thought that would be neat. And then this is from Lottie Dot, and this is Anna Maria's Pocket. I bought that pattern. Beautiful. Lori did a great job, as always. Love her designs. And then I got the new Peace and Goodwill. I've been buying all of these. Oh, that glares awful. Let's take it out of the bag, friends. I want you to be able to see it better. There we go. And I know that you've probably seen other people show it. But there you go. That's by Brenda Gervais. And then I hadn't seen this at all. This was the first time I saw this design, and it is, well, hold on. This is really, this is like vacuum sealed in here, so I can't take it out. It's called Purely Samplers Alphabet Pillow by Homespun Elegance. Oh, that's not too bad. You can see it. But anyway, I got that. I thought that was really sweet. Look at that alphabet, and I love how it's got the button in the middle. So, Purely Samplers Alphabet Pillow by Homespun Elegance. And then I bought, I'm going to try to take these out of the bag, is Kindness Matters by Frog Cottage Designs. Really sweet. I'd like to stitch this on a really and very antiqued fabric. I think that would look really neat tucked amongst my antique samplers if I got it on, you know, a dark and dirty fabric like ale or straw or something like that. Really pretty. Love that. And then I had said last time that I do think that my Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher magazine, I think that I have lapsed my subscription because this was out and I don't have one in the mailbox. So I picked up a copy while I was down there and I haven't opened it yet. I haven't had a chance. But so anyway, I got a copy of that. And when I got home, I had a few things in the mail. I have two things in the mail that we're going to open together. Several things. But while I was up at Hobby House, I had ordered in Merry Christmas first edition from Hobby House Press. Oh, the lighting is not helpful. Merry Christmas. And then I ordered Feather Tree Christmas by Hobby House Press, and that came in. You know, this is awful. Yes, glare. There we go. That's much, much better. Let me take that off there. I love him. He is so cute. And the trees in that really lend itself to the trees in the Rocking Horse Christmas too. Here, I took the, how about that? You can really see it. Isn't that looks like Fair Isle color work for knitting. And I love Fair Isle. So pretty. It's the snowflakes and stuff. So anyway, I got that. And then I also got a whole kit in, and it is Mary Alcorn 1764. And you will have seen, I have showed, they did these 3 pieces. I bought those 3 full kits. And so, of course, I wanted the sampler itself. And I saw it in person while I was up there, and oh my gosh, the patterns covers, they do no justice. I create my own pattern covers. They do no justice. Until you see the piece in person, it's just, you really, it never is going to convey as well. It came with 40 count Thornfield by Needle and Flax. You got a thread bling. And I thought I had, oh, I do have threads. There's my threads, and then all the threads that go with. So, Mary Alcorn, 1764. So that came from Hobby House. And so they have those available now. As well, I got on Etsy, and I left the name in here so that I could show it to you. But I had some things made. I had these project rolls made. This one's even, I love this. It's got the carrot. What you do, if you've never seen one of these before, this is a project roll where you could lay your piece of linen at your project, and you can stow it away in here. I'm getting all, okay. So you would lay your piece in and then just roll it up. And I'll tell you, I have a specific reason why I purchased these. I really was hoping that they would have arrived before I left, but I had placed the order so very close to when I left that they didn't arrive. They are handsomely made, very well. As a matter of fact, they were customized with my name in them. So if I lose my roll I would kill myself if I lost my roll. But if I were to misplace my roll, my name is in there. And I bought a smaller one as well. And I'll open that up and show you. Aren't these colors gorgeous? But anyway, and my name is in this one as well. But I bought these because when I was leaving for Florida, I really wished I had one, because I was taking a sampler with me that was from the 1830s to work on in chart, and I wanted to protect that. The way I took it with me is I had 2 large Lori Holt quilt boards with me, and I stuck it between the quilt boards, and then I took painter's tape and taped it together so that it was sandwiched between there and nothing could harm it. Not so much that it would keep it flat, but so that it would keep it protected. I didn't want anything near it. And so anyhow, I had bought the big one because the piece is very big that I'm working on, and to chart, and I bought this to put it into travel, but it just didn't arrive in time. So, but I can put more than one in here. You could lay a whole set of them in and then roll them all down. Another good use for this as well is when I go to the framers, I make sure that all of my pieces are beautifully ironed and taken care of before I take them there. And so anyway, I'll use them to transport to my framer as well. And so where can you find these? You can find these at Quilt Essentials DC Etsy store. It's Quilt Essentials DC. I'll hold that there for you. And that I will put a link below as well, so that you can check them out. Diane, she did a beautiful job. These are very, very, very well made, and I just think they're great. And if you don't have a bunch of projects and you take your project out of the hoop, or if you stitch in hand and you want to protect your piece, this is another good tool. But my personal purposes, and most serious, is to carry the antique samplers between my houses so that they're protected. And as you know, and if I've taken them out of the frame, I can put them in there and roll them in there while I'm working with them, and I'm reproducing them. And so like I said, the large one comes with a clip-on handle. And so it is very, very well made, and I will feel very comfortable that my pieces are safe inside. Okay, so I've showed you everything that I've got and everything I've bought except for 2 things. And those 2 things are much more than 2 things. Let's start. Da, 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 da. Today's the 4th day of Advent. And so I haven't opened anything. This is from Tiger Lily Designs, my dear best friend, Carrie. And this is her Christmas Advent that she's curated. And so let me put my eyes on days 1 through 4, because I literally kept my hands off of it. I know what's in one day, and that's it. And so there's day 4. And we'll dig in here. They are just so well put together. I showed you this, and I kept it just as I said I would. There's day 3 and day 4. Let's find day 1. Oh, let's see. Day 1. And let's see. And this is day 2. Okay, I'm going to just open them. I did my whole Advent last year, every day on Instagram and Facebook, and I really want to do that this year. But you know what? Due to being gone and driving and getting home, I haven't done that. So let's do day 1 through 4 with you. Okay, so this is day 1. Okay, and it's in this beautiful fabric. And I love these. I'm going to save these for later use, always. And it's in this fabric bag that Carrie put together. And what do you guess is in here? Ta-da! Look at that! Hark the herald angels sing. Oh, there's angels. Isn't it pretty? I absolutely love, oh, there's never enough carry keepers. And then there's nutcrackers inside. So that's day 1 of Advent from Tiger Lily Designs Advent. And then day 2 is in this pink little pouch. What's in day 2, you say? Well, let's see. There is Victoria Clayton silks. There are 2 colors of Victoria Clayton silks. There's a little thing on that. Very festive. So hand-dyed fibers, Victoria Clayton silks, 2 silks. That's day number 2 of the Tiger Lily Designs Advent. I think I'm going to put everything back into day number 1's bag as I'm going. That way I know what I've showed and I'm tidy. Let's be tidy about it. Okay. Then, let's see. Day number 3. What's in day number 3? Well, let's untie the fabric. She's got this good and tied together. But isn't the packaging beautiful? It's this gorgeous fabric. Oh, so pretty. The day 1 fabric, did you see that? That's little stockings. Is that not gorgeous? Okay, day number 3. What's in day number 3? I'm in day number 3. I did a reproduction exclusively for Carrie's Advent box. This is the MC sampler. Isn't she pretty? My favorite part of it is right here where the little stitcher did G-I-J, and it's as if she wanted to encircle the little T. So day number 3 is Antique Needleworkers MC Sampler by me. So I was so excited that Carrie asked me to participate with her. And so it was a real joy to put this together. So it is my sampler. And it is available exclusively for Carrie's box, but it will be available for you. If you didn't get the Advent, no worries. It will be available to you in 2025. So you're going to see this again sometime in 2025. So day number 3 was me. That was exciting. I knew what was in day number 3. I knew it was in day number 2 too, because of course I knew she'd be given the thread too. Okay. Day number 4 is in a red silk bag. What's in day number 4? Oh, how pretty. I'm going to take it out of the plastic because the plastic just ruins everything. It is a beautiful little needle minder. Isn't that looks like a bouquet of flowers, or is that, it says bloom on it. A bouquet of flowers. Okay, and that is a needle minder. And that is day number 4. And I will try to get on and be good about it and get it on the social media to do the rest of the days, but I'm not going to open anymore because, honest to Pete, I haven't touched it. I've been a good girl, like I said I would be. And then I got Kitten Stitcher's Advent too. And so I haven't opened hers either. So let's open days 1 through 4. Okay. Most wonderful time of the year. It's like got all the deets. Carrie had one of those too. This is day number 1. Let's see what's inside. Oh, Noel by Blackbird Designs. Very nice. I love Blackbird. Love it. Thank you, Teresa. Okay, day number 2. Oh, Kathleen Littleton, Cross Stitch Antiques. Catherine Shanneman, Cumru Township, 1840. A Berks County, Pennsylvania sampler. I love it. 2 of my favorite designers. Wonderful. Okay, day number 3. Oh, thread. threads. So there is a swath of threads. I wonder if they won't go with some of the patterns that I just pulled. So, and of course, I love them because they're gentle arts. They're my favorite. So anyway, okay, so that is day number 3, and then day number 4. Oh, how beautiful. This is some Kitten Stitcher 2024 Advent Box hand splattered ribbons and trim. And they got a little splattering of green and red. And then a Lady Dot Creates Zip It. And oh, it's got a Christmas tree, Santa, and a snowflake. It's a zipper pull. Can you see that? Let me take it out. I don't even know why I attempt to try to show you things through the plastic. Okay. Santa, a snowflake, and a Christmas tree. That's just really hard to show you. But anyway, you've got the general idea. So that's days 1, 2, 3, and 4 from both of my Advents. I will try to get on social media and put things out for you and show you the other days. But these ladies have done just such a good job. I'm so proud of Carrie. She works so hard, and she looks all year long for wonderful things for her, not only her subscription box, but for her Advent, and it's just wonderful. And Teresa Vanette, oh my gosh, she is just exquisite in all that she does. These ladies have done a fantastic job, so I'm so thrilled with my purchase, and I'm excited for opening all of my Advents with you. And so now that leads me to my new release. And so I am going to share with you, my beautiful followers, my most recent design, and it is called Emanuel. And I love Quakers, and that's for sure. And I had this idea about a year ago. I had the idea that I would do this, and in each cartouche, I would put names. Emanuel, God is with us, the greatest gift in the whole wide world. And so I wanted to honor the Lord and stitch his name. And so King of Kings, Lord of Lords, Mighty God, Holy One, that's what all the cartouches say. And I am just so thrilled and so pleased with it. My framer did a fantastic job. I have something funny to tell you that's not funny at all. But anyway, Teresa did a beautiful job. I'm not a big fan of mats, and so I didn't know how we would frame it and show it off. And she said, we just need to put it in there on point. And I was like, I was thinking that too. I just didn't know if we could do it. So Teresa at In the Frame here in Cincinnati, Ohio, she framed the piece for me, and so I'm really thrilled with it. And so this is my newest design, and you will find this on my website, and you can buy a hard copy, or you can buy a PDF. This is the pattern itself, and I'm proud of it, thrilled to death that this is an original design. It was not a reproduction. It was an original design. If you'd like to purchase that, you can go on to my website, www.antiqueneedleworkers.com, and you can buy a hard copy or you can get a download. But if you are an international customer, if you haven't heard me say that before, I do have in the link in the description box for you to go for an international PDF. I don't ship worldwide. I only ship to America, but I don't want any of you, my friends, to miss out on any of my designs. So I do have an Etsy shop for international customers. You could, the American customers, you can get PDFs and you can get the hard copies on the website, but follow the link, international customers, if you'd like to buy a downloaded copy of that from the Etsy shop. And so I'm really proud of it. I'm so excited to offer it for you. And this is my last design that I will be releasing in 2024. And so the next design you'll see, I'll release in 2025. And so that'll be sometime in January. But so for today, in honor, I wanted to do this in honor of Christmas, but I didn't want to do this in such a way that you would put it away, because I hate putting things away. I don't think I'm ever going to embrace that. And so I wanted to do something that you could leave out all year long, but it would be great for Christmas. And so anyway, I stitched the model on 36 count fiber on a whim, milk and honey. The pattern is 153 by 153, and I used a Manor Red. Did I use Manor Red? Yep, I think I used Manor Red. Or you could use any red that you would like, but I did use Manor Red. Believe it or not. I can't, oh yeah, Classic Colorworks Manor Red. It's right there in the front. I thought I forgot it in the pattern. I did not. So it's a monochromatic and it stitches up pretty quickly, but I hope that you enjoy it, and I hope that you embrace it in all that it means to you and all that it means to me. And so I appreciate all of you who have just been buying my patterns. I appreciate you so much. So there we are. I think that's it. I've showed you everything I bought. I showed you my stitching. I showed you my new release. We did 4 days of Advent and 2 Advent boxes. And yeah, I think that's about it. So what's my plans? Well, I'm getting ready this weekend for the baby group that I lead. We're a making group that makes and fills local NICUs and crisis pregnancy centers with items for little babies. And so I have a winter soiree every year for them. And so I am going to have a mill full of people this weekend as we celebrate the holidays together at our winter soiree. And just getting ready for Christmas. I'm a little behind, you know, my mom being sick and things like that. So tomorrow my husband has a date with my granddaughter and they are going shopping. And so I've got to get a hustle on a few things. And so I'll be doing that and preparing for the holidays. And that's about it around here. Going to be on the Zoom later on tonight with the Guild. And yeah, that's just my plans for right now. I'm not going to go into January. I'm going to see you again before the end of the month. So we'll talk more about that then. But for right now, those are just my plans. I'm just getting ready for Christmas, and I hope that you are too. It's the most wonderful time of the year. You know, we celebrate not the gift of giving, but the gift that was given, and that's Jesus, our Savior. And I'm so grateful for this time of year, because the greatest gift on earth was given to us. And so I love to be reflective of that at this time of the year, because that's truly what the reason for the season is. And so yeah, so I'm getting ready to celebrate that. And there will be gift giving to my grandkids. I'm so excited that I've got their little lists. I know what I'm getting my husband. Mark that on your calendars, that I actually, I knew what I was going to buy my husband in advance, because he's a tough cookie, you know. So anyway, I know what I'm going to get him. I just have to go pick it up. And so anyway, but that's all. I think that's all, friends. And so, yeah, I hope that you're doing well. I hope if it's cold in your neck of the woods that you stay warm. And if it's warm, I hope that you really enjoy it. So, but until we meet again, I wish you many happy stitches. Bye-bye now, my friends.